Welcome back, my fellow Warcraft 3 grognards, to this series where I prove just exactly how little attention I paid when I originally played these in the actual Warcraft 3. Uh, I'm probably not making a very good show of myself either in terms of like the actual gameplay. See, here's the thing. When I was originally playing these in Warcraft 3, I was all about the story, but paying attention to just the story. So a lot of the time I just breezed through the game, through the gameplay scenarios, didn't really think too hard about the nuances of the gameplay at the time. And often, I admit, I cheated to get through to see the story because I was always all about the story. And As a result, when I'm returning to this now, after all these years, and must be like 20 years since then, it's been 20 years since World of Warcraft came out, over 20 years now, so it must be like 25 years ago when I originally played these, and when I returned to this after all that time, it's I'm looking at it through very different eyes, looking at it through the eyes of someone who's designing a game, a very different game, a tabletop game. So now I'm starting to, understand what I'm doing a little bit more. And in that sense, in that view, let's try to understand a little more of the campaign that I pretty much missed originally. We were doing the defense of Stranbrad last time. And this is actually the first one I'm doing since I got some feedback. In the comments from the people who were actually making the mod, the remake, the scenarios, maps, whatever you want to call it. I also learned a lot of things about the game since the last videos you've seen me put up. So we'll continue with Chapter 2, Black Rock and Roll. Let's go. Still got upkeep enabled, we're still playing on easy, so I am understanding the game a little bit more. That doesn't mean I am good at it. I am still pretty freaking terrible at it. So I still need all the help I need. I will still put the upkeep up to just make it a little more like the original experience. But it's still in the completely different geography near Stranbrad. And going to the Black Rock camp in Alterac. Is it supposed to be Alterac? It would be Alterac in the modern continuity, and Lordaeron, I think, now.
Good timing, lad. I sent 2 of my best knights into parley with the Orc leader. They should be returning shortly.
They will not.
Damn. These orcs will never surrender.
Then let's get in there and destroy the beasts.
Remember, Arthas, we are paladins. Vengeance cannot be a part of what we must do.
We
We
noticed.
allow our passions to turn to bloodlust.
Arthas is as big as a
We will
horse.
become as vile as the orcs.
Yes, Uther.
Now, if you're feeling up to it, I want you to lead the attack.
Me? Well, of course.
I'll remain here and ensure that none of the loathsome beasts threaten the camp.
I won't fail you.
I know you won't, lad.
Arthas is as big as a horse.
I stand for
This
the
is one of those things with the Blizzard games, that the scale, not just Blizzard games, but it is common to Blizzard games where the scale is like all over. Do we have any
Justice
units?
shall
No,
be
just
done.
Arthas. Just level 2 Arthas from the
ready to work.
Do not fear.
where the scale between the units is all out of whack. Like, look at Arthas. He's like half the size of a tower. You know what I mean? And we're going to need more people like to build stuff.
The light is my strength.
Because we have nothing. We don't have barracks, we don't have, we have the Altar Kings, but we don't have
I'm here
Don't
to
have
help.
barracks, don't have any
Ready
soldiers.
to work. Justice has come. Yes, me lord.
Okay.
All right. Is there
Oh,
danger?
an item, scroll of protection. Alright.
Certainly.
I will not
course.
destroy these.
Betrayer of the light.
Betrayer of the light sheep.
A sound plan. Of course.
I will not be
For honor.
destroying the barricades, but now I'm
Foul
waiting.
knave.
I should probably start building people to do the trees. Do the lumbering.
I stand for the light.
So people
You
to
are
do
past
the
redemption.
trees.
Certainly. A sound plan. For
They're
honor.
doing the trees. Do not ask in what way they're doing the
Ready to
trees.
work.
You do not want to know.
All work.
Should we be building what's the lumber mill? Yeah. Make a lumber mill
Yes, my
on top of
lord.
the dead sheep.
Build more farms.
Okay, you need more farms too.
What?
You will be doing
Job's done.
the farms.
Right. What is it?
Okay. Do you need to do anything else? Just some towers potentially we can do. So no, so you can go,
Off I go then.
lumbering.
Build
could
more gold is
finally
required.
get some soldiers, but now we need more farms. Okay,
Yes, me lord.
more
All right.
farms while we're here.
Job's done.
Oh yeah, the things I've learned since the last videos I recorded
Job's done.
was like I commented on like probably the very
Ready to
first video.
work.
I commented that the ground looks different, and that it's
Ready
a
for
little
action.
more saturated than it was in the original. And I have since went back to watch some videos from like the actual
Ready to
WarCraft
job's
3,
done.
from the actual WarCraft 3 to see. Like the
Ready for
difference. Mostly because Yevhen, if I'm reading this correctly,
Ready to work.
one of the people who make these maps, he came to my comments. He explained a few things, and he like, explained about this ground that the ground textures, for example, they had to be remade from scratch based on the
Ready for
StarCraft
action.
II textures
Job's done.
because they actually looked pretty terrible. The imported WarCraft 3 textures look really bad when in StarCraft II, so they had to like redo the textures based on the StarCraft 2 textures. That's why they look a little bit different.
Ready for
And if I had any feedback about that, I don't mind that you redone those textures like that. I don't mind that, but if I had any feedback, I would say that maybe some of the ground textures are a little bit
I'm
too
here to help.
saturated. Perhaps they should have a little less saturation.
Ready for action.
You know, and that's probably all I would say on that. And we can't really do anything else with this.
Off I go
Just
then.
build more farms. And I'll pop a couple more of these. I can't build any other units
Ready for action.
besides just the footmen. Okay, kinematic. Okay,
Paladin fool! The warlocks of the Black Rock
that
clan
model
have
updated?
spoken. Soon, demons will rain from the sky, and this wretched world will burn.
Yes, I've heard this rhetoric before. You orcs will never learn.
I think this is a reforged
It was
model.
only a mirror image. Damn it. What are these curs up to?
I'm not sure, but looks like a reforged model.
The hour of doom
The Blade Master.
Let this paltry sacrifice appease our demon masters.
You sick bastards. You'll never get away from me.
Everything else is from the original.
Slay the orcs.
Slay them all.
Everything else is from the original except the Blade Master is looking like reforged. I don't know why they changed that. If
Ready for
Yevon
job
is still
done.
watching these,
there
I
danger?
assume he will explain
Ready
what
to work.
what
Certainly.
caused the change. And should we explore somewhere around? We don't have throw
course.
in this
A
campaign,
sound
so we
plan.
can't just, you know, pop the
For honor.
far side
Well met,
in
good
random
human.
places.
Have you come to join in our
Oh,
hunt?
now
What are you
maybe
dwarves
we'll
hunting in this
get.
region?
We're hunting black drakes. It's said the drake's blood can bestow fiery enchantments upon weapons.
The fiery enchantments you seek could prove useful.
The name of the beast we're hunting is Cyranox. With your aid, the monster won't stand a chance.
Research complete.
Maybe we'll get these guys
Betrayal of
after we
light.
complete their quest.
A sound plan.
Oh, we got them now.
Justice
Cool.
shall be done.
Except for the... what's it called?
Let's get to
Motor team.
I'm here to help.
Okay. Can we
Certainly.
train more riflemen?
Job's done.
We can. Good. Okay. Okay.
Justice
That's
shall be
good.
done.
And we're now hunting a
For
black
honor.
dragon.
A sound plan.
And
For my father,
yeah,
the
I
king.
remember this place
Feel
in
my
the original,
Certainly.
because the dragon kicked my butt. And it was
course.
one of the might
Justice
have been
is
one of the
come.
first times
For honor.
when I started cheating like
sound
crazy in the game. Yeah, that's why we really need those riflemen, because the footmen are going to get old. Yeah, we need more riflemen, because this is going to be very slow
For honor. Of course.
if we don't get
sound
the
plan.
riflemen. Uther, meanwhile, is just, you know, casually pacing around. More of those riflemen. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, the textures that were done based on StarCraft II. And yeah, I've watched some of the Evan's videos, and he's got like a randomizer for the actual WarCraft 3. Maybe not exactly my kind of sense of humor, but
I stand.
it's definitely very, very funny, very quirky kind of thing. If you like that kind of thing, you should go and give it a watch too. Not only give it a watch, you know, download the actual maps, play the actual maps, because that will be very good for the maps they're making. And if the people making the maps are getting the feedback that people are
Our town is
playing
under
their
siege.
maps. Ah, crap.
If our town comes under attack,
Uther, go save
militia
us!
can be summoned by ringing the bell on the town hall. The peasants will
Well, yeah,
run to the
definitely
town
play these
center
maps
and arm
yourself.
themselves for battle.
Because the people making the maps need to hear that we want to play the maps, because then they will know to make them, and I want them to keep making them, because they're fun to play. Where are the towers? Oh, the scout towers. Oh yeah, of course. I have to update all these towers. Upgrade, not update. Alright. That should be enough to take on the dragon.
Certainly. For honor.
Yeah, I completely forgot that the towers need to be upgraded. Like,
Of
why would you
course.
even build... Oh, we can have this now, the blacksmith. Yeah. Let's start updating, because we were sitting on the gold and the wood
there
and doing
danger?
nothing with it.
Upgrade complete.
Alright.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Yep, the towers will actually defend us now. I completely
I
forgot that
stand for the
they
light.
needed to be updated. Arthur's leveled up. Divine Shield. Sure.
A sound plan.
Now we can
Of
go hunt the
course.
dragon. And then the footman
sound
will be
plan.
useless here, so let's actually do some
Security.
micro.
I'm your shooter. Orders?
Let's try to be smart. Why are you pushing the rifleman?
Aye, my lord.
Let's try to be smart.
What do you need?
The light is my strength.
Okay.
Let's try to be smart, actually. Arthur still can't hit them, but Arthur can heal them, so that's why we need him here.
Research complete.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I do want to make my own maps sometime.
A sound
Like I was like
Dare challenge me? You mortals become more reckless with every generation.
I was brainstorming like Warcraft co-op commanders with a friend. There's probably nothing going to come of it because I don't have all the time in the world that I would like to have to make all the things. I'm coming up with all the things I'm thinking. Oh yeah, you could use the
Let's bring this heart back to the dwarves.
So we could have used the footman actually, because I didn't remember that he summoned skeletons.
For honor, of course.
Alright, nothing else here?
Research
No, I don't think so. Alright.
Certainly, I'm here to help. A sound plan. For honor.
Here nothing
Certainly.
to hide? No.
Feel my wrath.
Okay, let's come back to this guy. Maybe now he will join us. Alright, should we build more of the towers? I'm not doing anything with
Now I will reforge
this
your
guy,
weapons
so
to strike with searing heat.
yeah, we can now build the blacksmith. I'm going to also build more of the towers, and I don't think the orcs will come from this direction. Nah, definitely no one coming from this direction because there's nothing here.
Justice shall be
Oh,
done.
he gave me something.
Of course.
What is that?
A
Orb of
sound
fire.
plan. Of course.
Enchant our weapons with fire. You could just give me the orb. So that if I had that orb a moment ago. Yeah, Uthor, defend us with your. Why is the level 10 chilling at camp while level 3 now is running around?
Betrayer of the light. Of course. Justice has come.
It's not
from
fair
my
if you ask
father, the
me.
king. Our ally is under attack.
Yeah, Uthor can take care of himself.
Foul knave.
Especially after we build
Job's done.
more towers. Did I like build it on his patrol path so he can't go? No, he can't go around. Maybe he was just thinking.
Yes, me lord.
You go return this.
Righto.
Okay, we probably don't need more, but I'll make some more.
What is
Anyway.
it? Yes, me lord.
You don't really need to build anything more.
Off I go then.
Okay, go
Righto.
logging.
Upgrade complete.
Nothing more to research here.
Ready for action.
And we got hit upkeep, so
Upgrade
maybe I
complete.
shouldn't have pulled all of that. Eh,
The light is my strength.
alright.
A sound plan.
Let's first look for
honor.
any like Easter eggs or other random
Certainly.
stuff on the map or
For
creeps.
Certain. Ready for action.
And watch the health. This is again very loud for me. Oh, Arthur's run out of mana.
Locked and loaded. Of course.
It's again very loud for me. I might actually have to like turn down the actual sound. I turned it down in OBS, so it's much quieter for you than it is for me, but it's still kind of loud. Let's turn it down a little bit, or a lot. 66% sure. I'll have to remember to return to. This is not important right now. This should be actually doable, workable for you, and I need to remember to watch the health because I'm actually losing troops for once. Like focus the fire on one thing. Okay. And I'll actually remake more stuff. Yes, these are the barracks, yes. So kill the barracks.
Ready for action.
Of course.
As I was saying, I do want to make some maps sometime in the future. I first want to actually go through all of these maps, play the whole campaign, at least everything that is available now, and then I will try to like start making maps again. I was doing like a little bit, tiny little bit back in like WarCraft III and the original StarCraft I, and it was never learned much, never really did a lot. I wasn't like famous for building maps, but it is something that I would like to do. I'm probably not going to do any like big ambitious. I would like to do like some like big ambitious projects, but you know, as they say, that's never a good idea to start with these big ambitious projects, because these big projects are made by big teams with multiple people, and if you try to start with this kind of big project, you will burn yourself out very quickly. What is that? Where did that potion of mana came from? Like, what happened here? Did I like lose some peons? No, not peons. The peasants. Did I lose some peasants that I didn't know? Like, what happened here? Was it like a null camp? I didn't even notice when. I thought it was just more orcs attacking. Meanwhile, they must have happened upon a creep camp by going through the woods.
Certainly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm not the greatest. So I'm not the greatest actual strategy player, because I don't notice stuff like that. I don't notice where that came from.
A sound.
But I could use the potion of mana, because I'm certainly using it this time around, when I'm not like cheating left and right.
Of course.
I'm not like cheating left and right just to finish the map. I'm actually, you know, using the resources. I'm actually using the items I have, and you know, I have slightly less of a problem with item management, but I still have a lot of problems with item management, because I close of attack, you know, that would definitely need that. And something that I also learned since the previous maps I recorded is that claws of attack do stack with each other. And now I don't know what I'm going to drop again. Apparently claws of attack do stack with each other, so that will give me even more of a problem with... Can't use that, is already at full health. So I'm going to actually drop the healing potions.
Yes, my liege.
Don't
Justice
click on
shall
this
be done.
guy, click on the
sound
claws of
plan.
attack, yes.
Of course.
Foul.
So that will give me even more of a problem with the item management. Like, they give you only these 6 tiny slots, and
A sound plan.
maybe only these 6 tiny slots, and it's really hard to choose what you want to keep out of them.
Certainly.
And now we will be going probably towards the objective. I hope that is the only optional quest here.
Betrayer of the
Like,
light.
it feels like it's very little. That yeah, we see the orc camp over here. Should I build more? It's probably enough. What we have, but I'm going to make more anyway. You know, just in case. It's like map 2
Is there danger?
of the first proper campaign that isn't prologue, so it's probably very easy. It probably should be enough, but you know, I'm going to just make more just in case. That is also how I often play. Just do a lot of stuff just in case. It's probably nothing here. I could try to go through this, see if That leads us straight to the main objective. So let's see this first.
Of course.
Trees.
Betrayer of the light. Build more
I
forts.
see. More creeps, so more experience for Arthas. See, I remember something from the original game. I remember that you had to go killing the creeps to get like items and experience. Potion of healing. I'm not going to use
For my
that.
father, the king.
But I will see if there's anything hiding in here.
Certainly.
Just rocks.
For honor.
Anything here?
A sound
That looks like a
plan.
ramp. Where does that lead us
For
to?
honor.
More trees.
Of course.
Should I?
stand for the
Should
light.
I like try to cut? But no, I don't. I don't have like any siege weapons. I have only peasants. I'd have to like build and hope that leads to some. That is something in there. That probably leads to nothing. If that leads to
I'm here to help.
nothing,
For my father, the
then
king.
I will let you know. I will cut. Waiting for that and let you know. But meanwhile, I will try to see if there is anything in here. I'll try to see if there is anything in here. And all of you guys, what are you doing?
What? Yes, my lord.
What are you doing?
All right.
Why?
Off I go then.
I know the trees run out. I know the trees run out, but why didn't you return the lumber?
All right. Off I go then.
Okay, now you come follow this guy.
All right.
And yeah, you
Yes,
come
my lord.
here. I don't remember if Alliance had common building that they could like build together.
Righto.
We'll see in a moment, I suppose. If these guys reach the destination, if they don't look like get caught by an attack, because that happens to me frighteningly often. I think like, oh, it's safe. I cut through everything here. I send some workers to do whatever, and meanwhile, just in that exact moment, a bunch of attackers hit us. Yeah, they can't build together. All right.
Job's done.
No, not
All
this
right.
one. You will cut these
Yes, my
trees
lord.
down. We'll see if there's actually anything in there. And now we're waiting because we did all the upgrades, we did all the buildings we could, we trained all the units we could. So now we're just doing this for the hope of a small payoff to see if there's like an Easter egg hidden in here. I wouldn't know if that was an Easter egg hidden by the WarCraft III map or an Easter egg hidden by Synergy's team. I wouldn't know that because I don't remember the original anymore. And you might not even hear any of this because I might just cut all of it if there is nothing here. But we are waiting for the peasants, not peons. I gotta remember this for the couple of next maps. That there are peasants, not peons. That is going to take a little bit of time. Okay. Like one tree fell down. I should actually like
Light
put
is my
Arthas
Certainly.
on the path
Of
here
course,
to
a
intercept
sound
any
plan.
attacks. That would have been smart to have done earlier.
Off I
Now
go
you
then.
guys go cut these down first. Okay, we have a path through. So
What? Righto.
you go and see if there's anything in
Off
here.
I go then. Yes, my lord.
There
Righto.
is a log
Off I go then.
that doesn't let me
Alright.
go any further, and there is like a square
Yes, my lord.
hole.
Righto.
Okay.
Yes, my lord. Righto. Off I go then.
Okay, that's
Alright.
actually
Righto.
I stand for the light. Certainly.
There's actually enemies in there. Okay, that was worth it. That turns out that was actually totally worth it. Probably not worth it for you to sit here and watch me just slowly cut down trees.
Yes, my lord.
The light.
There actually are enemies here. There's actually something here. Okay. Now I wonder if that was that's a synergy thing or that's a WarCraft 3 thing.
For honor.
So if you know, let me know in the comments below. And we're like in the back of the orc camp. I wonder if this is like a back door that we can get into
Betrayer of the light.
and get into their camp through like through the back. I wonder.
A sound.
You can like
plan.
see them from above,
Of course. A sound plan.
but like, no one is in range here.
Certainly.
Ah, that's a
sound
shame.
plan.
Like in StarCraft II, like
Justice is come.
in like the actual StarCraft II maps, if you could like get
Of
here,
course.
you could like put a siege tank up here and blast the guy from up here
For honor.
and make him like run all the way around. Now that would be a strategy. Now that's how you play a strategy game.
Of course.
That's how you play a strategy game.
A sound plan.
So no, it wasn't a complete waste of time. Just a little bit more experience for Arthas. Which, you know, is a good thing. Arthas to have experience. It's not like he's going to betray everyone and kill everyone, you know. We want him to be powerful, you know. Because he's, you know, the crown prince. He's going to save the kingdom from the scourge and okay, time to get the actual main objective and try to watch the health.
For honor.
Alright,
Feel my wrath.
Blade Master, and I'm going to...
Sound.
I don't remember if the Blade Master's illusions did damage. Well, he's dead anyway.
You've done well, lad. This was a sound victory.
I don't know, Uther. The orcs were sacrificing townsfolk. I think they were trying to summon demons.
Have faith, lad.
Look how
These
concerned
orcs
he
are trying to
sounds
hold on to dying
with his
traditions.
people.
We defeated their demons a long time ago. Let's head for home. It's
Like-
been a long day.
Do you hear how concerned he sounds with his people? Like, he really cares about his people. Can't you see that? Like, we want him to be powerful. Well, if somehow you're watching this and you really have no idea about where the WarCraft 3 story goes, that's going to be a big spoiler. But I seriously doubt anyone watching these actually doesn't know where the story here is going. But if maybe somehow, someday, like 5 years from now, a person is watching these and they haven't played and haven't watched anyone play WarCraft 3 before, and these are spoilers, you have to let me know because I would have to know that.